Well, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, day after Christmas. I hope you all had a great day. I hope you're all recovering from the merriment. I am coming out to help Harley. We're doing barn work, and I just so happened to look on the ground and see cloven hoof prints in the fresh mud. Tony. So the girls are really mean to Tony, even though he's still intact. And they'll just shove him right out of the fence, it being on and all. And now they're screaming for him. Huh? Tony is halter broke, but sometimes you just gotta give him a little shove. Go on, Tony. He's a good boy, though. I just put I barely have my hand on him. It's at the top of his tail dock here, just as encouragement to get your butt in. Oh, I say that now, and he stops right where the mud gets slippy. Now, we've actually had 2 strands up before when we had him out in the pasture and stuff like that. If you hold on, Harley, I'll go turn it off. What do you want? You're the ones that shoved him out of the fence. These ladies. Anyways, we've had multiple strands up when we were moving them and stuff. And he'd just run through it if they were chasing him. They can be quite cantankerous, quite ornery. And yeah, he would just go right through the fence. So in a way, I'd rather have Tony just go under the fence and leave the rest up so that the cows don't get out, than take the whole fence crashing down with him and then have everybody running amok. Here, just can you bring them up this way some? Or we'll go right in through here by the water. Just lift up the post. Come on.
I know what I mean to you, but it's okay.
Come on. You're going. Of course.
Hold on. This works with horses, maybe it'll work with them. Come on.
It's not. Here. Just pull.
Come on, honey.
Or here, switch me and I'll pull.
Okay.
I got a little bit more size. Just hold this up. Keep a little pressure on there. And then we go. Come on. There he is.
Goes. Okay, now take this before I get powdered in the face.
Yep, take it off.
Good luck, buddy.
Good luck, buddy. Actually, I'm just going to pull this fence out here, too. Give a little more room. We'll move the water over. See, you guys are always so mean. Why are you so mean? Oh, yeah, Tony's gotten a little bigger. They'll all grow. All right. Oh, let's pull this out. Yeah, this will give a... Here, run up there, Harley, and turn that fence on so that they don't get no harebrained ideas. Well, hold on. Let me get the water first. That way I don't go getting shocked. All right. This will give us a fresh spot to put the water. Oh, is she going to run away from you guys? That ought to work. Why are you so bad? Oh, you're going to be sassy today, Moki? Okay, go ahead. Let her rip. Okay. Now we'll go get the water. Okay, guys, so I wanted to finish up this video. Of course, it's later, and the day kind of got away from me. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of the things that I got for Christmas, because these are some farm-related things that I asked for, and I think my kids thought I was crazy, but you'll see. You'll see. The first thing I have to show you, though, is something super cute. Do you guys recognize it? It's a blanket with my rebel on it. It's a tiny little blanket, but it's super soft and it has his little face all over it. And I absolutely adore this blanket so much. Oh, I'm gonna snuggle this all the time. Okay, now on to the serious things though. I have said before that we are expecting a lot of lambs and a lot of kids starting in January on the 7th, and I don't know if we'll make it that far. It's a good thing to have your lambing and kidding kits ready to go, and so this week we'll be checking to make sure that we have our Banamine, our dexamethasone. We're gonna have our bottles and all the nipples and milk replacer if we should happen to need it. I have my easy milker ready. What else? I have enough lube and surgical gloves just to make sure that we have all the things. Oh, we need to make sure we have selenium and B12 and glucose and dextrose. Those are all things that you want to make sure that you have in a kit ready to go, as well as, you know, double check with your vet to make sure there's anything else. Oh, and penicillin, we have plenty of that. So you want to just make sure that you have a kit full of everything that you might need, because if stuff goes south, and sometimes it will, that means, you know, you have everything you need right there in a basket ready to go. Something that I didn't have, and I'm glad that I never needed it because I didn't have it, is one of these. And this is a prolapse harness. And as you can tell from the picture, you can see a little bit of how it works. Let me pull this out here. I haven't even opened it yet because, I mean, I was cooking all day yesterday, so I'll show you the picture and you can kind of see how it goes on the U here. Okay, so it'll go around here, and then they got me the spoon as well. And the spoon will go inside the vulva and hold the prolapse in, okay? So it attaches to the harness. So they got me the spoon too, which just looks like this. This is really important because sometimes you will have a U prolapse, and that means she'll start to push before she's supposed to. Okay, sorry. Sometimes you'll have you not go into labor, but think she's in labor because of the pressure of the lambs inside. And so she'll start to push prematurely. And what she'll end up doing is pushing out her uterus. She'll prolapse it. And so what this does is you put the harness on, okay? And you can use the harness without the spoon. Okay, this would just go around her backside. The first thing you have to do is wash off the uterus very, very well. And then you're gonna have to push it back in. And then this prolapse harness, along with the spoon, will hold it in, and it won't get in the way of actual labor. When she actually goes into labor, then starts to push out the lamb, she'll push out the spoon, and everything will proceed just fine. And likely, you know, if you have a U prolapse once, that doesn't necessarily mean she's going to prolapse again. But if she does prolapse a second time, then you're pretty much sure she's going to do it every time after that. So, I mean, it's your choice whether you continue to breed her or if you move her along. But having a prolapse harness, this is for goats too. Goats can prolapse, cows can prolapse, anything pretty much can prolapse. So this is just pretty much to make sure that if the incident occurs, we're not left in the dark. We have something that can facilitate us to make sure that that U doesn't get infection or anything like that. That's why you also have your antibiotics on hand, because if a prolapse occurs, you're going to want to make sure you give antibiotics so that no infection occurs. The other thing that they got me, which was an extra little bonus, is this is a breeding harness. Now this one goes on the rams. This is for, you know, the beginning of your breeding season. I always wanted one. We always kind of go with the guesstimation route, and even though, oh gosh, I can't even get it open. Even though we've never had one miss, we're starting to grow our flock, and so having this, eventually I might get 2 more, but having this is great. So you just put this harness on your ram, and this chalk block will go kind of on their chest underneath between their front legs, like around their girth area. And you'll put a square piece of chalk made for these. And when you see the smudge on the ewe's back, then you'll know that she's been covered, and you can mark that date down and have an idea as to when she's due. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit of the things that I got for Christmas. I know that you're probably thinking those are strange things to want for Christmas, but they're things that I haven't gotten around to buying. They're not terribly expensive, but they're things that I was thinking when my kids said, hey, what do you want for Christmas? I was like, I need a prolapse harness. I've been wanting to put one in my lambing bag there for quite some time. So those are just a little bit of the things that I got at Christmas time. You saw at the beginning of the video, I made a cappuccino this morning. That was another one of my Christmas gifts. And I think that counts as a farmer's gift as well, because if you're a farmer like me, you operate on caffeine. So the more high octane caffeine you can consume, the better your day is gonna be. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up this video for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.